My take on how to make your own CSPs for a character if, for example, you don't really know how to use Photoshop, or the texture you've made for it you can't really easily make in Photoshop without having some weird maths um, done. So, what my take is, first you're gonna find the mod that you want. For example, I'm just gonna use this one. If you have your own mod, that's fine. So I've downloaded it here. Let me find it. And so I've got the model NUD and NUT. So we're going to extract that using inject pack. Here, I'm just going to clean up what I've got currently. Yes, alright. So we copy over model.nut, paste, shift right click, open command window here, type n tab, and then space m tab, enter, and it shows you all of these files. And then double click GTX to DDS, shows you that, and then you get all of these DDS files. Now open these. You're gonna probably need either Photoshop or GIMP or something to open these. But yeah, and then the next thing you want to do is go to this link here. These are random talking bushes model dumps, and download these SSB4 trophies 1, 2, 3, and if you're using a DLC character, get the DLC ones as well. So I've already downloaded these, but let's see, just find it. I believe it's in here. J2P. Trophies 3. Alright. R for robot. There. So I'm going to drag this into Rob. And then you're also going to need 3ds Max and Blender for this. Those, if you don't want to use Blender, that's fine. If you know how to use 3ds Max, better. So with what I've got here, I will move, let's see, I'm going to move all the out DDSs. I'm going to copy those here, and then I'm going to go into 3ds Max. Alright, so it's going to prompt you with some boot up thing, it just goes out of that. Now you're going to want to go into, where is it? I'll just find it here. You're going to probably need the NUD creator and then Fighter creator. So you can see this NP or NDP3 debug mod. Drag that in here, import model, and find where you saved the model.nut. So I saved it in Rob model.nut. Actually, wait, no, we didn't want to do that. We want to, I'll just wait till this finishes importing. But right now what I just did, I just imported the character. I want to import the trophy. You want to import the trophy because the trophy is in the exact same position as the character selection portrait, and that's what you want. Alright, we're gonna delete those. Try it again. Let's debug mod, import robot body. Yes. Yes, okay. And then import. This one's the one you want. Alright, that was a little bit easier. So I can close out of that. And then you can see how it's in the same position as you'd see a character selection portrait. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these, select them all, hit max, export, and then to robot or Rob, then do let's see, trophy.fbx, save it, then keep that open. Then go into Blender, and so this is the startup scene that you usually get. So hit A twice and delete all the images here or models there. Go to cycles render, and if you can set up for a GPU compute, because it'll speed up the render process by like 1,000,000. And then you're gonna want to set this to 448 for both of these, and put that to 100%. Sampling, hit square samples, and do, I'd say, a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 20, so I usually do like around 14. I'll do 10 for that. And so now you're all set for rendering. I'm going to press 1 and then 5, then hit camera, and then once you rotate out, the camera is perfectly facing forward. And now what we're going to do is file, import, FBX, desktop, Rob, trophy.fbx, and then shift left click to enable two types of translations. And now we're going to scale them up by pressing S. And then what we can also do, for example, if you want to base it on like a certain position, if you want to get more accurate, do Rob's mesh. I'm terrible at spelling. And then click this. That should be fine. Save jazz. Where do I save it? There we are. Alright, and now go back here and then hit N, scroll down, see background images, open that up, add image. Whoops. Not what to do. Open, Rob, this one. So now you can see that you can base it off of the image there. Now, I'm going to have to Google something. Because we have to fix the depth of field. Well, actually, do we? Yeah, we do. Alright. Let's see. Is it in the camera settings? I just have to figure out what we're doing here. Focal length. And then we can do RX, Z. It's pretty close. This is still off though. Z. But that's pretty close. Well, we can probably... Okay, so that's... It's between that and orthographic. So I'm just gonna... There we go. Alright, so the closer you get it to 0, the better. So I'm just gonna get it to like... Let's do 7. And then GY. And try to fit it. Actually, no, that's too much. This is kind of just trial and error here. There, I think, no. try 25. And then rotate this 3D cursor. Alright, and so now we're going to rotate this on the x-axis. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Want to match it as close we can, or as best we can. Increase this by a little bit, or decrease it. Let's see. It is just trial and error at this point. G Y G Z here Z. Now you can tweak this to how you want. I'm gonna make this 20 G Y G Z R X Z, and then R a little bit. That's just about how Rob looks. You can probably fix a little bit based on the camera presets and such. But now we've got the model all set. And if we render, well, actually first let's do create a plane right here, scale it to be 10, and then go into edit mode, select this edge, press E and then Y, and then GZ, and just keep extruding it Y and then dragging it upwards. Y and GZ, GZ. So now we have kind of like a back panel here. Go into modifiers, subdivision surface. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. And now you've got this whole smooth surface here. Go to edit again, hit Control F, shade smooth. So now you've got this nice back plane thing here, and that looks good. So we're going to go into materials, hit new, and set this to emission, as well as create a sun here, and rotate it just about 45 degrees. There. Now we can render it right now, see how it looks. Now that's without any textures on it, so it'll look a little bit weird. But for the most part, that's what it looks like in the game. So I'm gonna actually hide this from view, so we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to, let's see, we want Rob folder. So now we've got the textures here that we want to use. Now, if you want, you can change them to PNG using Photoshop if you need. Actually, that's what I'll do right now because, yeah, just to make sure that we don't have any redundant textures or textures that we don't use. All right, Photoshop is loading up. Now we have to. Is it going to import? Yes. Okay. Let's just import all of them. Oh, jeez. Cancel. Okay. Yeah, we can just use the DDSs, I think. Figure out what they look like though. Can we drag these onto the... No, we can't. Alright, that's fine. So that's what the eyes look like, I think. It's quite the weird model. Where you can open the TDSs in Blender, I forgot. Let's just see what they look like. You know, the eyes, more eyes, more eyes. Alright, so here is what the base texture is. That's 9.dds. So now we're going to select, that is, I believe, what we're going to modify. So we're going to hit material. And then you can see sometimes there's this weird shader here. So just go into node editor, and you can see image texture right here. Stretch that, and then you click Rob 9.dds, and you can see how it's applied correctly. Let's see what else there is. There's 9, 11. I think that's the bottom half, bottom part. And 11. And is that... what other pieces are there? 13. Okay, that's the bottom part. It's this right here. And it's that part. So this, I know, is 13. Right? No, that is not 13. This is 13. Yes. And then, let's see what else. This is also 13. Yep. Is this 13? Let's check. You can also, if you can find the correct texture, if you know what the material is, you can go into this thing and find the material that uses the same texture. What other textures are there? This one. Okay, so this is probably the rest of the model. Man, this is sounding super raspy. It is 15. Yeah, that's it. All right. 15. Is that right? Can't quite tell. I know this is what it should be. This is 15. Yes, that's correct. I don't know if this is correct or not. It's only that piece though, so I can't check the rest. Let's try some other ones. Let's try 13. Now let's see. Back to our base Rob image. You can't tell. That's the issue. We can just move on. We can figure that out later. And then here. Try out 15. It's just trial and error, really. Yep, that's right. This is probably 15 as well. I hope it is, at least. Yep, that is 15. And this, I also believe it's 15. No, it's not. Let's try 11. Nope. What are we doing? 13. Yeah, let's try 13. I believe it might be that one. Yes, 13. Alright, so we can see because it's a circle matched here. Alright, and this is definitely not the right texture, so we're gonna modify that. Let's try 15. That is correct, because you can see how the texture has these lines here, and that matches up with the edge, so that is correct. And then these, I believe, are 15, either 15 or 11. 11, that's what it is. Let's see, the original texture has black in there, so I don't think that's correct. Let's check the other textures. Let's see, 9? It may be 9. Let's see. Nope. Nope. 13? Yes, 13. Alright. What other textures do we have? We left off at 15, so 17. Okay, so that's the normal map that we've got for 15, I believe. We're going to apply that later. 18, yep. 19, yep. 20, yep. 21. Alright, so that's all. 15 is the last one that we've got. Let's see if this is 15 or not. I don't know what that means though. The model 42, 23, 79 DDS. You could probably use the nut that was in the trophy to find the name of the textures. That would actually be probably a little bit easier. I'll try 13. Yeah. I think that's it. I believe that's it. If it's not, we can change it. No, that's not correct. 13. I don't think that's correct either. 11? Yep, that's correct. And this should probably be also 11. Yes? I don't think so. Let's try the other 15. Yep, that's what we're looking for. Alright. And then this piece. Is it supposed to be that color or no? I don't think so. Let's try. No? 13? Yes. Alright. So as a rough render right now, we can see how it looks. If we enable plane. And where is the sun? Oh, right. We have to crank up the sun to about 6. Alright. Rendered. And then, for example, there's this shadow that's not present here. You can just click Cast Shadow, and it removes it. However, the other shadows don't really work too well. So actually, we can see that the shadow is cast that way, so we can angle the sun that way. See how that looks. It's a bit too much. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to make 2 suns, both with a strength of... I'm going to make a sun with a strength of 2 that casts shadow, duplicate it, make a sun with 4 that doesn't cast a shadow. See how that looks. Not too bad. I kind of like that. And let's see. So for example, see this piece right here. This is pretty sharp. So you can go into modifiers, subdivision surface, and it kind of smooths it out, makes it look a little bit more high poly. Well, it is more high poly now. But let's see. Let's see how the eyes work. That one. So we're gonna do this. Find which one we used. So I believe it's that one. Yes. Let's just make sure. That's that. Normal map. Or 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there 2 anywhere? No. So I believe we're going to use 0. And then I hid some others. For example, this one. So this is top N. I believe. Do we use the same one? I think we might. I think I know what to do for this. Alright. No, so that's not the right one. We're going to do. Actually, wait, I'm confused. Where are these mapped to? Oh, way over there. Okay, so this is definitely not the right texture. No. 11. I think it's... Yeah, it's 11. So actually, this one isn't it. What happened? Why do I have that one? This one we want 11. Right? No, 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 no. So I think we have the right one there. For that one. And this should be fine. And then this one is the glare here. So I think that's also with 11. See how that unwraps. Yeah, that is. Yep, so the thing with this, we have transparency. We need transparencies. So it is a little bit confusing. What we can do is add a mix shader between, let's see, or no, we're going to do transparent shader. And then the factor, we're going to input this image. Here as well. I believe that helps, right? Let's see. No. Alright. Come on. Gotta figure out what we're doing here. So, I think we can actually just do this. Add color. Oh, I don't want mixed color. What are we doing? Add color. RGB curves. Right. There. I think that's good. Because I know Blender uses... Okay. There's a workaround. So, for example, this one is 11.dds. We're going to open this in Photoshop. Or actually, in GIMP. Open with... I have to... GIMP 2. Let's see, right. DDS 11. Yes. Alright. So now we're gonna this thing called color to alpha. And then we use black. There. Alright. And hit export as 11. 11 underscore 1. Export. Alright, now what we can do is click out of this, click 11, or actually no, 11 underscore 1. Where did I save that to? And out DDS, I don't want that. I need raw. Export. Yep. Alright, sorry about that. Now I can do 11. There, looks pretty good. Except we need to do color, factor, switch these. There we go, okay. So you can see how they both influence that. Now, I believe there's one more thing, one more thing to it. Which one was it? 0. Because there's a blue reflection that Rob has in his eyes that makes it look a little bit better. I might have this set to whoa, that is weird. Alright. This I might have actually shader emission. Substitute this one. Let's see how that looks. There was no difference. But that's the kind of basic gist that you're going to have with characters. Usually there's no reflections in the eyes. This is probably a bad character to choose. But now what we can do is try first. Actually, no, sorry. Bad choice. What I may just do for easy access, or for easy, we're going to do just diffuse shader, texture, image texture, copy that, paste it, add texture, image texture, and we're just going to copy these and delete everything else because it is, oh hey there, it is a really big and really cluttered tree. So I'll do this. Right, and then so this one has transparencies. Shader, mix again. This between shader, transparent, as well as open this one. We used 11, I remember. Just making sure with 11. Yep. All right. Open 11.1. Color. Swap these, maybe? Yes. All right. Good. Now this is what we're going to focus on as well. So this, what else is there? 17. No, 18. Yes. Okay. So with 18, we open up 18 DDS, and then input color to normal. So that makes it a little bit better. And this one, I'm just gonna take this, copy. I already copied it. Never mind. And then go back to the second one. Here, let's see what texture is this one. 11. Yep. This is the normal 11. Change to color. Output and then find, let's see, we're looking for 11. This is the same one, so we're going to find 11, or 17, or no, 18, yes. So that's the normal map. Apply that to the normal, and it should change color a little bit to the right color. So just keep doing this for all of them. I don't think this has a normal texture or a normal map. It might actually. Let's see. So I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the two each time. This is 13, so open up 13. I believe this is 17. This one here, the normal map. No, it's not. Right, 19. Yes, this is 19. All right. So this is 13 and 19. So we're going to delete this, paste. Rob 13, 19. There. All right, that's good. Next one, we're using 15, and the normal map for 15, I believe, is 18. No, it's not. Is it 17? No, is it 20? Yes. Okay. So we're using 15 and 20. Delete these. Paste. Find 15. Find 20. And that should be good. Next one, we're going to be using 15 again. So actually, what I'm going to do, I'm saving, what is this one? $13, where's the 15? Here. Alright, so this one's 15. I'm just going to save this as 15. And then once we go to the next one that uses the 15 texture, we're just going to go here and scroll to find 15. Click. And then everything's all done already, because we want it to be as easy as possible. This one is 0.dds. And we want, is there a normal map? I think there is. I think it's like 4. Yep, it's 4. Either that, let's make sure we get everything correct. Yep, it's 4. So we're going to be using 0 and 4. This, paste. I'm going to copy this actually. And then just do 0, 4. Alright, that looks good. Let's see what else. Here, and what? This is 13. I believe we had a 13 already. 11. I'm gonna save this material as 11. Or no, I'm actually not. 11_1. This one save as 11. This one is 13. 15, 15. This one takes 0, so I'm just going to say this as 0. Now this one we're going to use, this is 13, so we can just scroll and find 13. Much, much easier. Let's find this one. This one is 9, so I can do it again. What does 9 look like? Is it up here? No, it's 19. 9.dds, okay. This one has the channel of 18. No, sorry, 17. Yes, okay, so we use 9 and 17. Alright, and then that's that. I'm going to save this as 9. Which one is this? This one is 11. Scroll down, or scroll up, find 11. Yep. This one, 15. 13. 15. 15, 13, 15, 13. So this one, what is this piece? Okay, so we completely missed that. However, it's inside the model and you can't see it, so we're just going to delete that. What else do we have? 15, 13, 13. So it's 13 as well. There. So now, that's all we've got. See how it looks. Save it as well. Okay. Just mess around with the lighting a little bit. So for what it is, that looks pretty good. So hit F12. It'll render the whole thing. And then hit image, save as image, CSP, and then go back into Rob, and oops, Rob, add it with GIMP. You can use GIMP or Photoshop. I use both. And then you can also, sometimes the color file to alpha doesn't work, so just use that it has an alpha channel. Crank up the threshold and select all the white parts. Alright, good. Nope, not good at all. Is that it? Just like that. Alright. And we're going to just get rid of this piece as well. Alright. And then that, you can just export as whatever you want. You also might want to blur some of these things here. Let's see. Great. Just make it so it doesn't look as angled. There. And that's how you make a CSP. Now, for example, Rob would probably be pretty easy to make with textures on its own. I think I may have messed up that texture, but this is kind of just a proof of concept. And you can see how there's kind of static right there. You'd fix that just by cranking up the cycles, making the samples higher. So right now I only have 14, which is a square. It squares it, so it's 14 times 14. So you can make higher and higher amounts. I recommend just making sure that this looks normal. But for example, say you have either a custom model or a custom texture that just won't work on normal Photoshop. This is probably a good idea. Now, for example, I'll save this again. I did gallium in my last video, and so what I did is I took an image of Donkey Kong and did the same thing. I overlaid it in the back, and then I material it, render. So that's what it looks like. I modified the light a little bit, made this a little bit smoother. Fixed the hand because the hand looked really wacky. But other than that, that's a great way to figure out how to make your own CSPs. Now posing is a little bit different, is a little bit harder because you're posing and it's not just drag and drop textures. But that's pretty much it. I'm probably gonna link this mod in the description. But yeah, if you have any questions, link them in the comment section. I'll try to help you if I can. And yeah.